Hey, hey, how is it going? Happy Thursday, guys. Thank you so much for having me on here tonight. While we're waiting for people to pop in, let me make sure I'm in the right group, first of all. But while we're waiting, guys, why don't you tell me where you guys are coming in from? Hey, Crystal. We're just waiting just a hot second for people to pop on, and then we're going to get going, okay? All right. I don't know if it notifies you guys if I'm live or not. I hope it does. So what we're going to talk about tonight, I'm super excited about, and I think it is absolutely essential when people start their business to talk to people with posture, talk to people with Bay City, Michigan, yeah! Talk to people with posture, talk to people with composure, because a lot of times we go at this and we're like super excited and we're verbally vomiting over everybody and everything, and it just doesn't work. So we're going to talk about how to actually speak with leads in a composed, controlled manner, okay? Because I'm super excited about that. So we'll wait just a few more minutes and then we'll get moving. I don't know if I can, let's see here. 1 second, hang tight with me, okay? Okay. Crystal, if you want to invite anybody, that might be an easier way to do it. But I see one more person's on. Hello. I can't see who it is. Michelle, is that you? I'm super excited to chat with you guys tonight. Super, super duper excited. And I can wave to you now on my screen. I'm really jacked about that. I don't know if you can see if I'm waving at you. But I can. And that makes me excited. Awesome, Crystal. Very cool. Hey, Michelle. If I'm like looking off to the distance here, I'm making sure I can see the comments because sometimes they don't always pop up on my phone, so I gotta check my laptop here. So if I'm looking off into the distance, guys, I'm actually trying to interact with you, so I'm not ignoring you, I promise. So, very cool. You can see that I'm waving. Awesome. I like that. All right, guys, let's get into it because I know while people are kind of popping on, a lot of people are going to watch this probably on the replay. So let's get to it. Hopefully I don't have to sneeze. Nope. Okay. So if you guys want to invite your teams while we're chatting here, so hopefully it gets them a little bit of a notification that we are live. Okay. So as I said earlier, I'm so excited to share this information with you guys because I think it's absolutely essential that we are, talking to new leads, especially as new, market partners, distributors, whatever we want to call ourselves, that we're speaking in terms that are controlled, terms that are, emit confidence, emit competence, okay? Is even if we're new, you guys can still be competent, right? So biggest thing I can tell you guys is one, grab a pen and paper, but don't worry, I will post the scripts in this afterwards, okay? So don't freak out, I will have all the scripts for you. So don't feel like you need to like rush and write them all down, but think as we're going through this, write down notes, write down ideas that, you know what? Why don't I just post that now? Because otherwise you guys are going to be so confused. Nope, we're going to do it after. That's going to make it hard. Sorry. Okay. Are you ready? So biggest thing I can tell you when talking to a new prospect is to listen more than you speak. Okay. As new market partners, we tend to get super excited and just like verbally vomit everything. And we talk them into it at first, and then we talk them right out of it. Okay, have you guys done that before? You've talked somebody right out of it, and all of a sudden this weird tension goes, and you're like, I thought we were doing good. Shoot, right? Listen more than you speak, okay? The fastest way to lose somebody is to give them way more information than they're asking for because it comes off as desperate, okay? Only answer the questions that they're asking. If they ask you, what's a VIP? You don't need to tell them what a market partner is. You don't need to tell them that we're chemically free. You don't need to tell them how we actually work, right? Give them the answer they're talking about and then leave it at that, okay? So 3 things that are absolutely essential to having a successful conversation, regardless of how long you've been in this business, okay? One is control. You need to keep control over the situation, over the conversation. Be deliberate with your answers, okay? Do not let the excitement get the best of you. Be professional, okay? That's what that control is all about. Two, you want to have confidence, okay? Even if you aren't confident, fake it till you make it, girl, okay? I want you to be confident in your answers. You know that they're going to love these products because guess what? You love these products and so does everybody else, okay? But you wouldn't be offering these to them if you did not think that they would not fall absolutely head over heels in love with this, right? So be confident in that. The third thing that you need to have is competence, okay? If you don't know the answer, guys, the easiest thing to say is, hey, you know, I'm super new at this. I'm still learning. If you don't mind, I'll add my girlfriend in, Crystal. She's been doing this a lot longer, and she's helping me learn along the way. Okay, then don't wait for her to respond like, oh yeah, that's cool. Add her in. Add your upline in. Guys, if your upline is not willing to do three-way conversations with you, or maybe they're just brand new and they don't know how to do them, go to their upline. And then to their upline. Okay, just follow that succession because you have so many people that are here wanting to help. And so use them. Okay, competence is not about fake it until you make it. Competence is knowing your limitations. Like maybe you just signed on yesterday. Maybe you don't know what to recommend. That's okay. Excuse me, I have got hiccups tonight, but that's okay. All right, you don't have to know exactly what you're recommending, guys. Use your upline for that. That's how you display competence, okay? So guys, whether you have, and we touched base about this a little bit here, but whether you're a new VIP or you're an older VIP, or I'm sorry, market partner, you've been on the block for a little bit, guys, you have a massive point of leverage. Okay, and that leverage is three-way messages. And I think they're completely underutilized and completely like undersold, to be completely honest with you. Like they're gold. So if you're using them, you're going to be able to see the transition with the amount of people that are signing up, okay? But three-way messages work for 3 reasons. And probably a bunch more, but 3 stand out to me, okay? The first one, guys, they take the pressure off of you. Okay, if you're a new market partner and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Guys, 3-way messages takes the pressure off of you. You don't have to know it all. All you have to know is how to invite your upline on the conversation and let her do the work. But you need to be paying attention. Pay attention to how she's answering. Pay attention to what she's recommending for specific problems because you are going to be this upline for somebody that's doing these 3-way conversations. So make sure that you're learning and taking away every piece of information that you can from this conversation, okay? Another thing, please let your upline know you're adding them. Don't just throw them in because then we're like, I don't know what to do. Like, where does this stand? Okay? Let's say, if you're going to throw me into a conversation, let me know to say, hey, Nick, you know, I need your help. Would you mind if I threw you into a 3-way? This is where we're at. Perfect. Dude, I can pick it up, right? Michelle can pick it up. Crystal can pick it up. Christy can pick it up. Whoever can pick that conversation up, but you need to let them know where they're at. You should never be like, oh my gosh, you know, Jackie, it's so nice to meet you. I was wondering if you wanted to learn a little bit more of the business. Let me throw my upline in. Nope, you gotta do a little bit of the work before that, okay? You have to be introducing them to the product, to the business, whatever, and then bringing your upline in, okay? The second thing that these 3-way messages do, all right, they show your new lead that if they were to come in this business and do this with you, they have full support that you're getting. They're getting that same support. They don't have to know everything before they start. Okay, they have that from you, from your upline, and that speaks volumes for business, and you don't even have to say it. They just see it, right? So the third thing, guys, I'm losing it. The third thing that 3-way messages do for you is it provides that crucial third-party validation. So if you, Crystal, are going to your new lead, Bessie, and you're like, Bessie, oh my gosh, the sky is blue. You're going to love the sky. You should buy the sky, and it's blue. And Bessie's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like the sky. Okay, and you're like, you know what, girl? I'm super new with this. I'm still learning. Let me bring my upline Nicole in, and she can, you know, help us both learn at the same time. Perfect. I come in, I'm like, Bessie, girl, the sky is blue. You're going to love the sky. You need to buy the sky. And Bessie's like, yeah, I do love that sky. I'm going to buy that sky. Okay. The only difference is I'm saying exactly what you said, but it's that third-party validation. It's that social proof that somebody other than you who's trying to sell them that sky loves it too. Okay, the magic is in that social proof, and that's how you give it to them in a three-way conversation. Make sense? Okay. So, guys, how do you respond? Okay, when somebody comments on something, when somebody comments on like a post or likes a post or whatever, and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this stuff? Take it to private messenger. I do not want to see, and like, I don't want to see this because it doesn't work. Okay, I'm not saying like, I'm picky and I, do what I say, but I'm telling you what works and what doesn't work because I've been there. I've done it all and it does not work. But don't go in the comments and be like, oh my gosh, guys, it's Monade. It's so awesome. You're going to love it. How about a VIP? Like, let's talk about that. Nope. Say, oh my gosh, girl, I can't wait to explain this to you, but there's a lot to explain. So why don't I'll shoot you a private message. That's all you got to say. Okay, creates that curiosity so that when other people are looking at that post, they can see it and go, oh, well, I still need to know. I still need to know what they're talking about. So then they're going to message you and say, hey, I want to know too. It's not just out there for everybody. It's creating that personalized conversation that you are going to be able to touch people a little bit deeper than just looking at a comment, okay? So, what the heck do you message people? Okay? So these are all going to be, I've got a PDF that I made for you guys, so I will throw it in as soon as this is done. I apologize. I meant to do it before we did this, and I just didn't. I have no excuse. I just didn't. Forgot. So, okay. So what do you message? It depends on the post, right? It depends what they ask. But my typical thing is if somebody's like, oh my gosh, I want to know more. Like I'll post something like a before and after, and somebody's like, what are they using? Okay, I'll send them a private message and I'll say something like this. Hey girl, I just saw your comment on my Facebook post. Let's chat about your hair. What are your biggest hair concerns? Or you can say, what hair goals are you working towards? Get it? So there's always, get it? That wasn't even a word. Get it? Okay. There's always an open-ended question at the end of every message that I'm sending. Okay, because that invites a response. That's not going to leave this conversation like dead in the mud. Okay, you want to elicit this back and forth message, and that's how you do it through open-ended questions, not yes or no questions. Those don't really work out too well. And they're like, okay, well, my hair sucks. Cool. What are my next questions, guys? These are from my personal experience, and you might use something different, but the questions that I always ask someone, even if they send me a picture of their hair, because some people will do that. They'll send you a picture of their hair and be like, this is what my hair is like. You're like, yeah, that doesn't help me. Like, I'm glad I can see what it looks like, but what does it feel like? What are you noticing? So what I ask is it thick or thin? Okay. And is it dry or oily? Yeah. Dry or greasy, whatever. Those are the two questions that I ask. Those will lead you to everything you need to know. Now, if you don't have the experience yet to be recommending products, guys, use your upline. Use me. Use whoever and say, hey, I asked her if it was thick or thin, oily or dry, and this is what she gave me. Okay, cool. So let me give you a little tidbit on that before we move on, okay? So, if it's thin and oily, you're probably going to go with the volume system because the volume system is a more clarifying system. It's going to take care of the oil. It's going to lift everything up so your fine hair, your fine thin hair is going to look a little bit more like you have more of it while it's taking care of the grease, okay? Thick, dry hair is typically either your hydration system, because it's thick and dry, right? It adds moisture. But you also need to add an everyday conditioner onto the hydration system, like the Revitalize conditioner or Smooth and Deep. Ooh, knocking stuff over. Because the mask is a once-a-week treatment. It does not be used more than once a week, guys. It's got protein in it. Too much protein will make your hair brittle and dry. Okay, bad news bears. The mask is fantastic as a once-a-week treatment. Okay, so if it's thin and dry, guess what? I'm going with the Effortless Style System. If it's thick and oily, okay, I'm probably going to go with the Revive shampoo out of the volume system and the Smoothing Deep conditioner out of the Effortless Style. So the Effortless Style, guys, when in doubt, that's my go-to because it takes care of everything. It's a middle of the road system. You get a shampoo, a conditioner, and a blowout cream, which everybody needs. Okay, and I have yet to hear someone say like they hated the Effortless Style System because it's just awesome. Okay, so after you ask them if is it thick or thin, oily or dry, okay, you go, okay, great. If I sent you a short hair quiz to find out exactly which products will get you to your exact hair goals, would you be willing to take it? Okay, so I want to know if it's thick or thin, dry or oily first, and then I'll send them the hair quiz and I'll tell you why. The hair quiz is fantastic. 99% of the time it is correct. They have done a total remake over this hair quiz. The old one used to be a little iffy, okay? But so far I found that this hair quiz is pretty spot on, except for if they click that they want their hair to grow. Everybody wants their hair to grow, okay? Almost every single one of our products will make your hair grow. But what the hair quiz thinks you're saying is that you want it to grow up here and you've got some serious thinning issues. So it almost always recommends the IRT. I do not start anybody on the IRT unless they are severely thinning and they can show me a picture. Okay, because too much Capixyl can be irritating to the scalp. And if you're like if you're like me, okay, that's not really thinning at all. And I'm using the IRT shampoo, the IRT conditioner, and the IRT spray, guys. That's a boatload of Capixyl on your scalp. What's going to happen is going to irritate my scalp. It's going to loosen these follicles, and it's probably going to do a little bit of the opposite of what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, remember, too much of a good thing is a bad thing, right? So that's why I ask if it's thick or thin, oily or dry, because then I can take their hair quiz results, mix it in with a thick or thin, oily or dry, and now I've got a good comprehensive picture of what their hair is and what their goals are. Does that make sense? And again, guys, if you need help with product recommendations, there's a ton of stuff in your resource library in the back, or ask your upline, okay? From that experience speaks volumes more than just looking at a piece of paper that says, oh, well, this should be okay, this should be okay, right? So now, once you have the results, okay, you add in your own expertise or consult with your upline like we said, but explain to your lead why you're so excited about the recommendations that you're giving them, okay? Oh my gosh, you are going to love the Effortless Style System. The shampoo and the conditioner together are going to make your hair feel smooth and silky. Frizz is going to be completely not an issue for you. The blowout cream that it comes with, it's going to feel like you walked out of the salon. It's a great heat protectant. It's overall just a fantastic system that you are going to absolutely love the results it does for your hair. Paint that picture of what it's going to do for them. That is crucial because, guys, we're not all salespeople, right? But the absolute number one key to selling is to get into their emotions. If you can emotionally connect them with these products, which, guys, by the way, they're going to be emotionally connected after they try it anyway. Trust me. Okay, we all know this. But you want to connect them emotionally in the forefront when you're recommending these products, okay? And then say, hey, are you open? Can you give suggestions on what to say for people to purchase without sampling? Yes, I will, Michelle. Because I don't sample. Hardly ever do I sample. And I'll tell you why. But, so, where am I at here? 1 second. Okay, so you give them a recommendation. Say, hey, are you open to trying it out for 30 days and seeing how they love it? That's how I do it. I hardly ever, guys, probably 5% of people I offer samples to. Because, okay, they get one wash. And I just had a girl with another market partner message me tonight saying that she hated the samples. Okay, she washed her hair 4 times with one sample, which big red flag because it's only meant for 2 washes. First wash, second wash, done. Okay, and her hair got greasy. Well, she has super fine hair and was using a lot of products that created buildup. So what happened was she washed with not enough shampoo, okay? Didn't let it sit. The product lifted off of her hair partially. She didn't rinse well enough so that buildup didn't leave her hair. And then she got back in the shower and put her regular shampoo over the top, and then she was super upset because now her hair was ultra greasy. Well, guess what? That buildup from her normal shampoo that she uses is now sitting on top of that half-lifted buildup. Okay? I'm going to have to try to see if she'll do it again But guys, it's not a reaction that I want to see. And it's because people don't know how to use the samples. Okay, they will always screw it up. I don't care if you like give them a whole list of directions and then verbally tell them and then show them how to do it. They're going to screw it up. So if you have somebody that absolutely will not try it without a sample, that's okay. Give them the sample, let them try it, blah, 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 okay? But for the majority of people, you can get them to purchase that out of sample because you know what? They're going to Target and buying new stuff without samples. Okay, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee for that. Okay, we have more of a safety net than any other product out there. So what I say is just, hey, do you want to try it out for 30 days and see what you think? Yeah, awesome. Well, the way that we do that is to become a VIP, and then we go into the next conversation. Okay, I always ask them, do they want to try it out for 30 days? Okay, you can try it out for 30 days as a VIP, even as a market partner. And on day 29, on day 30, if you're like, you know what, just not loving it, they can return it for a full refund. Okay, they will, when they refund it, they'll have to pay shipping back, which is like $7. But I don't even tell them that because you know what, if they gave the products a decent shot and they just didn't love it in 30 days, I'm going to pay that $7 for them. Okay, so it's not going to be an issue. I don't even bring it up, and I suggest you don't either because, it's a full safety net. It's a full refund, and $7, guys, to try it out for 30 days. I mean, come on, right? So, yeah, samples, not a big fan of them. They are in certain instances, but that is why that I'm not super keen on giving out samples. So, guys, the easiest way to speak successfully to somebody who you're looking at, bringing in as a customer or a market partner, guys, is to know what you're already going to say. Okay, because let's be honest, you're going to get the same questions over and over and over again. What is it? How much does it cost? What's a VIP? What's a market partner? Okay, you're going to get those same questions over and over and over again. So what you can do is be ready for it. I have all of the scripts that I'm going to give you guys in the PDF as soon as we're done. I have them all saved in a note on my phone that all I do is I copy it, I paste it in a chat message, and then I tweak it to make it fit the conversation, and boom, I send it. Okay? Same response. You know how, what you're